What's up, guys? Welcome back to Road to the 2 Comic Club. Justin here, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a summary of how I did with the marijuana stocks in the last month. So this dates back from August 17th up until September 19th, and I still do have some open positions, but I'll get to that later. But I want to talk about the experience I had trading the marijuana stocks because, as you guys have been probably hearing, they've been really hot right now, and they've been just going crazy, huge percent returns. In one stock in particular, Tilray, I'm going to be talking about. But when you see these trades, you're going to cringe. I'm just going to tell you right now, because one of the trades in particular, I'm just so bummed. I'm so bummed about it. I just looked back at it just now when I was entering in the information, and I cried a little bit inside because you'll see. So let's just get into it. I'm going to go over the trades I made from August 17th to the 19th of September. I'm going to show you the profit and loss and just kind of share my story, because it was a roller coaster of a month, and I'm still in a couple positions, but I'm pretty much out of most of them. I kind of think that right now, right at this moment, it's not the best time to be in it. That's just my personal financial opinion. But anyways, without further ado, let's just get into it. So I'm going to put on the screen here all the trades I did, but I'm going to go over them one at a time, so you're not going to see all of them. I'm going to kind of scroll down and show you as I did them. So on the top lines you see here, on August 17th and the 21st and the 23rd, I got into Canopy Growth Corporation. And at this point in time, I was really finally finding out how big the marijuana stocks were. I don't know, I was sleeping on them or something. But I don't even think at that point I knew that it was gonna be legal in Canada. I don't know, I missed it somehow. But I was talking to one of my friends who has been investing in marijuana stocks since March, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, they're going legal in October." I was like, "What?" And I was looking it up. I saw a post on Twitter that mentioned Kronos Group, Tilray, and Canopy Growth. So I was like, okay, I got to get into these right now. And so on the 17th, you can see here that Canopy Growth at the time was trading between $30.51 and $33. They closed at $33.75. But what I did was I bought a call, just one, with $35 strike, $3 a share, so $300 for the contract. So I spent $307 on that trade. 4 days later, I bought 5 more calls. So you can see there, it was $6.44 a share for each of those calls. And then, so $644 a contract. I spent $3,230 on it. And then on the 23rd, you can see Canopy's price was going up. So they opened at $40.35, closed at $41.52. I bought one more call, April 18th, 2019 strike, or 29 expiration. Sorry, I can't talk. April 18th, 2019 expiration. $42.50 strike, and you can see what I spent on that. Now, if you guys are drinking something, don't drink anything until when you see this next trade, because you will spit it out at your computer screen, and you're going to cringe. I'm just warning you right now. Okay, I'm putting it back on the screen. Here's a trade that is just killing me inside right now. So, August 24th, Tilray trading at between $40 and $40 a share and $43 a share. I bought one call, March 15th, 2019 expiration, $47 strike price. Oh my gosh, $47 strike at $9 a share for that contract. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, I just looked at that strike when I was entering this in. I swear this was probably the most cringeworthy trade looking back. I just can't believe it. So anyways, that cost me $907.66, and you'll see why it's so cringeworthy, because you'll see when I sold it. But still, I mean, just looking at that strike, I'm already cringing. Now, August 24th, Kronos Group, I bought 24th and 27th, I bought a bunch of calls. So you can see I bought 5 calls on the 24th. Kronos was trading between $9 and $10, right around there. Spent $17.60 on those calls, and then on the 27th, spent $2,500. Okay, so now there's a little gap here. Now, on the 28th is when I started selling my calls. So on 28th, sold Canopy Growth. This was the very first call I bought. So that very first call I bought for 307, I sold for a little over $1,000. So you can see there I made $770 profit, 250.49% return. And here we go, September 6th, Tilray, trading already at $85. It opened, $80 it closed, and I dumped my call for some reason. I was riding the wave up and I saw it go down it went down $5. At the time, that was not a good day. And I was like, okay, maybe it peaked. So I got rid of my call, made 325% return on that one. And I was happy about that at the time because I did not think it was going to go any higher. A lot of people thought it was already peaked and, they were taking profits. So I made a decent profit, $3,800. Or I'm sorry, that was what I got back, $2,953 profit. And yeah. Okay, so that was that. And then I also sold my Canopy Growth call. So you can see the $40 strike made 141% return. Awesome. And then the one after that, 98% return. Now, obviously, had I held on to all of those would have been even higher because I believe Canopy's, as of September 24th, I haven't looked at it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's still trading around $50 or something like that, or maybe a little bit higher, like 52. But anyways, I might have made a little bit more return, but Tilray was the one by far I'm the most pissed about. So, okay, and here's actually probably my best trade of the year. Actually, it is my best trade of the year. It might be my best trade ever in terms of return in amount of time. But let's get back into it. So I got back into Tilray on September 12th. We're back at it again, boys. So bought 2 calls for a $105 strike. Okay, so it was already trading in the hundreds at this point. I got 2 of them, spent $3,100 this time because I wanted to make a little bit more profit. I was like, okay, I need to put some more money into this. I think it's going to go back up again. It was showing more signs of life. So I did that. And then I bought 2 Canopy Growth calls that I'm actually still holding. That's why I put an asterisk around there. I'm still holding that position. Haven't sold it yet. So we'll see what happens with that. But then on the 13th, I finally sold my Kronos calls. The one where I bought 7 of them, I actually lost money. Lost $478 on that one. And then the one after that, those 5 calls that I bought with a $10 strike, I still was in the money when I sold it. So I made a little bit of profit, 14% profit. And then this is where I got lucky. Okay, so I was in Lake Tahoe for the weekend. I was keeping an eye on Tilray stock. On Friday, I saw it was doing well. I was like, okay, I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. It was doing well, so I was kept holding it. The next week it came back. It was still going up. I think it went up like on the 8th. Let's see, when was it? So Tuesday I had a really good day. I'll put on the screen how much it went up because I can't remember right now, but it went up a lot. Okay, I almost sold at the end of the day. This is where I got lucky because it was at the very end of the day, the last hour of trading, and even like the last 10 minutes of trading. I was like, okay, I have 2 calls. They're up a lot. I'm up like over 300% at this point. So I'm thinking I'm going to dump one of them, take my profits, and I'll have enough profits where even if I lose all the money on the other one, I still profited. That was the plan. And then I happened to be doing a Pokemon Go raid with some friends, and we started, and by the time we were done, it was already past 3 o'clock. I was like, oh shit, I can't sell this option now. The market's closed. So I got lucky because the next day was September 19th. And if you remember that day, it was less than a week ago, but that was the day Tilray just went on a huge skyrocket trajectory. It opened, it was even pre-market, it was up $82 a share, and it was just going nuts. And I was still holding on because I forgot to sell yesterday. So I was super lucky at that. As soon as the market opened, I was like, okay, I'm watching this like a hawk. I was looking at the phone, and it was starting to go down, so I started to panic. I think it was like right around 9 o'clock in the morning. I ended up selling my calls. It was up like $52 a share at the time. So I was happy because it went down a little bit, then it came back up, and I was able to sell it at $104.50 a share. So I'll put that back on the screen. And I sold 2 of them, so I got $20,891 back. Profit of $17,782.97 for a 572.1% return. And I held it literally for a week. I bought it on the 12th, sold it on the 19th. So if you take into account that time frame, this is hands down my best trade of my investment career. In 2017, I did make over 600, about 670% on a Ferrari call, but I made less profit in number wise. But it was a better return. But it was, I held it for like 2.5 months or something like that, or 2 months, something like that. So it was a much longer hold compared to this. This was 1 week, and that was a ridiculous profit. So at the bottom, all said and done, so far for my marijuana trades, spent 12 grand, made 39, so I'm up about 26.5K, 211.23%. So there you guys have it. It was a little bit of, I did finally catch on to the news. I jumped on the bandwagon right away, and I rode the wave as much as I could. A little bit of luck at the end where I forgot to sell, but that's how it played out, and I was happy. And then obviously, what happened with Tilray was it kept going up. It went up to $300 a share, and I was freaking out. And then I almost bought a put, and I'm really pissed about that too, because all the profit I had, I put into Apple stock, and I left myself with no cash. So I could have bought a put. I was wanting to buy a put. I just couldn't find one I could afford. I would have made more money on Tilray, but it was a really crazy roller coaster. And I'm happy to get out when I did because I locked in a good profit. So that's my story. You'll see a little bit of bits and pieces throughout the vlog when I get caught up. So you'll see a little bit of that. I kind of reiterate that in the vlog. But if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Final words, am I going to get back into these cannabis stocks? I think I might, but I don't know how much I'm going to invest. I think the window kind of closed right now. I think, me personally, my gut thinks that we might have a resurgence of hype right around October, like maybe October 10th or so, when it's really about to go legal in Canada. I think there might be a resurgence of hype with some of these, but I'm not going to risk as much money. I just don't know how much, because a lot of people are catching on that this is way overbought, and I don't know if they're going to go back up that much. So I think the party is over with this, but we'll see. I could be wrong. It could go back up again. We'll see. But comment below, do you think the prices are going to skyrocket again? I want to know your thoughts. I also want to know if you have a similar story, what you invested in. Please comment below. Tell me what you bought, where you sold it at, what kind of profit you made. I want to know how you guys did. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Justin, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.